Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, guten morgen, guten tag, guten abend, guten nacht, buenos dias, buenas noches, buenas tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, bonjour. Ahoy, akosamash, assalamu alaikum, annyeong haseo, shalom, mokarimaka. What it do? Jindobra, Kiora. Hi, how are you? It's early morning streaming. It's early, it's morning, we're streaming. It's not that early, but it's the morning, and we're streaming. I hope you're having a good day. Nothing major planned for today. We're just gonna maybe continue doing what we did starting yesterday. Friend of the show, Mr. Sensual, gave me a copy of Hades, which I had looked at before, thought looked cool, had heard was cool, but it was just sort of like on the list of games that are cool that I never get to, and you just kind of look for. Sometimes it's an impetus, sometimes it's a reason, sometimes it's just justification, sometimes it's an opportunity. It's any number of things why, like, okay, well now I'll go ahead and play this game, right? It's timely for whatever reason. Tunic is another game that, like, kind of, I just haven't gotten around to it. I have it. I've owned it for like a couple years now. There's like 500 games. Like, let's be clear. Like in this Steam library, it's a problem. But yeah, with that kind of being one of the best reasons ever, we just started playing yesterday. It's really cool. I found myself enjoying it thoroughly. It's a nice combination of, I like roguelike, right? I enjoy when stuff is random. I enjoy going through randomly created dungeons and that sort of stuff. That's fun to me. I like combinatorial powers, right? Like or you pick up stuff and they kind of, how they influence and synergize. It's really like the only term for it. It's kind of businessy, but like it's the term. It's the term you'd use. Like the Binding of Isaac has that as well. So it has it in Hades. So I'm going to keep with it for at least the near term. We'll see. I know that this game is actually can be challenging, but I don't know if that's on the like the hell mode, right? Like I don't know if it's like, hey, no, on the normal mode, it's not too bad. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. You can clear it. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. That said, as part of our 10 minutes of bullshit, while we wait for everyone else, people to hop on the stream, give people time so we don't get too far ahead. I've been thinking about video games, reflecting a little, and what I had determined, and my determination, can always be wrong, is it's once again time for a video game review haiku. All right, we're gonna enjoy this space for a moment, clear our mind. Right? The video game review haiku is an opportunity to reflect on what we thought about a game, kind of sum up our experience with it. Maybe it's a game we'll never play again. Maybe it's a game we'll get back to at some point in time. But the point is, it's enough time to form opinion, and we want to form an opinion, and we want to communicate the opinion. And that's where the video game haiku review comes in. Review haiku. I always do that. It's mine. It's not a review of a video game haiku. It's a video game review in the form of a haiku. You'd think I'd get it right, but I would not. Today's game was that one I actually played a little while ago, and for actually a fairly significant period of time. Animal Well, one of the sort of a passion project by a sole developer, Billy Basso. I love those types of games where it's a kind of platformy exploration, puzzle solvey. What is the well? Pick up these powers, kind of like a Metroid style game or a Castlevania style. If only there was a term to describe those. Really nice pixel art. In fact, it even influenced the background I use to this day. Just sort of the stylistic of it. I have, and we'll probably once again, sometimes theme my stream backgrounds to the game I'm playing. I just really liked the one that I did for Animal Well, and I've kind of stuck with it since. So if you go back to like my old Balatro videos on YouTube, you'll see it's kind of like a card background, and I have different backgrounds for Cyberpunk ones. And I reserve the right to do it again, but I find this to be like a really appealing little black background, and I think it works well for most purposes, so it's kind of become my white t-shirt default. What else am I going to throw on? I'm going to throw on that. So I spent a lot of time with Animal Well. The game itself is good. It, however, does get difficult at times, to the point where I think the developer is maybe a little bit on the masochistic side. So like let's go back here.
Let's go back down here.
Oh, let's go back down again.
Hello, Swants. It's funny because I said earlier how it was so much harder to do that last time, and now
Pathetic.
I think it'd be easier for me to do. Let's put that assertion to the test, shall we?
You can even see the old background, my old chat. And this is played at various speeds as I try to clear one particular puzzle. Now, granted, it's not a basic puzzle, right? But it's not like the hardest thing in the game. It's just one that I was able to do kind of like one chunk. I don't remember exactly how long this actually took me. I think it was somewhere around an hour. And I don't know how many loops I actually did of dying and coming back and dying and coming back and dying and coming back. But yeah, this is just a kind of a platform puzzle to negotiate around this spiked room on this little bubble. Later on in the game, I unlocked a power where you can spawn multiple of these bubbles. But I actually did this with one single bubble, which apparently is not the recommended way to do this. But again, the developer, kind of a masochist with some of this shit. And it was my own hubris of thinking, you know, hey, I'm good at this game now, I could probably do this part.
Easy.
See, and in retrospect, it wasn't hyper hubristic. I was actually able to do it. But yeah, you could get a power that would help you do that when you can spawn unlimited bubbles. But you also, there's some conditions. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The point being, wonderful game, lot to explore. What do we think about Animal Well? Animal Well. Sick pixel glitched. Vapor Metroidvania. Fuck Billy Basso. Yeah, I mean that in the best way possible. It's a great game. Billy Basso did a wonderful job, but so much of that shit did not have to be that hard. Yo, fuck Billy Basso. But there you go. That is the video game review haiku of Animal Well. But that's not what we're here today for primarily. We're here today primarily to play Hades. So we'll go ahead. We've crossed into 9 minutes and 43 seconds of bullshit, meaning we're clear for takeoff. Hop into Hades. When we last left off, I'm still learning about this game. Like, I don't think I have anything like really valuable to say yet. I barely understand what the different power-ups you can pick are. Right? There's a bunch of different currencies. I know Nyx is important. We want those little purple teardrops, right? Nyx is important. That's good. That's going to help us unlock additional powers, and additional powers are certainly what I'm interested in. If we get the ambrosia, we can gift it to people, and we can get these little keepsakes back. We've mostly been using the health up from Cerberus, because, you know, we'd want to. I do like the idea of the black showl. And the bone hourglass does sound good. Now that I found what the Well of Charon is. I didn't even know what the Well of Charon was until very late. I did unlock the bow. It's okay. I think technically I had my deepest run with the bow. But I'm going to stick with the sword and these other spears and stuff. Like, we need keys to get it, but we also use keys to get powers. We have unlocked multiple of the casts, right? Those little cast things. And we have the damage multiplier, right? So if you hit a particular enemy with the cast, you kind of target them. You increase. Oh.
Death is your only family.
I wasn't expecting this.
Death and I. Best get accustomed to the both of us.
Did not expect that. But yeah, if I tag an enemy, we'll do increased damage. Part of me wonders if I skip this. Is there any benefit to skipping it? Yeah, but is this Mercury? Yeah, speaking of messenger, here's Hades, right? Mercury? Hermes, same thing. I get the Roman and the Greek ones mixed up. This is going to be some sort of speed boost, right? Hold cast to fire in rapid succession. No. Quick recover after taking damage. Quickly dash to recover some health that you lost. That sounds good. And move faster. We could maybe be relied upon to dash when we take damage. Lord knows we're going to take damage. Certainly sounds like something's going to happen to us. Alright, so for this area we'll clear gems, which we can use to rebuild the palace. So we'll dash to get a little health back, I guess. Yeah. And I'm just waking up, so I got to get my my video game legs underneath me, right? Let's see what we can do here. Casting is important. We'll do extra damage that way. Basically, anything that's going to keep us alive or help us heal, I always value that greatly because I tend to get hit in all video games. What are these brimstones? We figured out last time that we could just kind of two-shot them and not have to deal with it, right? Relatively simple. And that's what we got to go after with the sword. But it's not a big deal. Bacchus! Or Dionysus, rather.
What's going through your head? I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Drunken Strike affects Hangover. Are your cast lobs explosive? Yeah. We're doing a lot more with casts this particular run around. There wasn't a ton for the gemstones I was interested in, so when in doubt, unlock powers. Anything that's persistent, obviously huge. Oh, okay, well, where's my cat? Where's my... There you go. I need these, boys. The delay on them respawning was not part of the deal. Right? Like, that was not... If it said, hey, and you... I don't know, I didn't pick up on it. If it said, like, hey, and by the way... Or is he still in here? He's just not dead yet? Got it. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Pomegranate. Charon's coins. Those are only for this run. The pomegranate. I don't actually remember what the pomegranate was. What is... Persephone had a pomegranate, right? And that's supposedly our mom in this game. So let's... Trippy shot, your cast lobs, large explosives. Oh, so again, great. Let's just keep on keeping on. Here, pull off Charon, but we only have 53 coins. Guys, gain 11. All right. Your cast deals 50% damage for 6 encounters. Let's get both of these. All right. We've become cast heavy this run. That should be, what, Athena? All right, let's see here. Stay in the pocket. Don't do anything stupid. Like getting hit. Like getting hit. Fucking hell. Alright, Athena.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time, and Zeus refuses to explain. Something transpired between the two of them.
Alright, resist damage from traps. That sounds like something that'd be good. Special can deflect, attack is stronger. Resist damage from traps. It's not a complete reduction, but hey. I like the idea of that. Let's pick that. Red versus Charon. So I guess that takes us to Charon, but we don't have a lot of money. So despite this being the harder path, we'll go ahead and go down it.
Ready, lads?
Yep, these dudes. Lot easier than the first couple times. Lot easier.
you near as much as I, my hellborn kin.
Alright. Curse of Pain. Your special inflicts doom. After using Death's Defiance, deal more... So Death's Defiance has not happened yet. So we'll pick that. Because we eventually will die and come back. So I think that's now the time to get that. I don't know what that logo indicates. But let's figure it out here together.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld.
I guess Sisyphus?
Masters especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
I guess that's Sisyphus over here. Yep.
I guess.
We've seen Sisyphus before.
Good not having to see those Fury sisters quite as much lately. The main one. what's
Meg.
her name? She's on your case now, isn't she?
You mean
Lot of story!
he's on my case, all right. Under strict orders not to let me out of Tartarus. I guess that means you've got yourself a break. About damn time they gave one to you, sir.
We're friends with everyone. Healing, you're... There's 49 out there. Lose it all for an express trip back to the House of Hades. Darkness, we'll take some healing. I don't know. What's that gonna do? Wall of Time Stop, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. How are you today? I hope all is well in your... With you. It's early. I'm not quite awake. How are you doing today? How was your day yesterday? Tell me all about it. Leave literally nothing out. Eeple? What about Eepy? Eepy? Sleepy? Something to the effect of Eepy Sleepy? My chat didn't pop up on my side, so hold on as I get this orientated. There it goes. Streamer bot chat sometimes gets a little bit weird. Next thing we're going to say purple key. Purple key we can use to unlock weapons in theory, but... Yep, okay. I'm sorry to hear that you're sleepy. Don't be afraid to take a nap. Naps are good for you, right?
Bit of a break.
Just the key?
Does
Alright.
unlock something back home.
Unlock powers and or more weapons. I probably should start unlocking weapons. I've been really more focused on the powers because, honestly, I don't know the difference between each individual power, right? Like, or I should say each individual weapon. It's not really... It's kind of lost on me is what I'm communicating. Right? Like, I can barely use a sword. What if I'm like, oh, let's go learn to use a spear that I don't know how to use either. I'm just gonna dodge around here, get our cast when possible. Just fucking lob grenades. Simple enough.
Power of Olympus.
There you go. Increases the damage to 242. Alright, so I guess the pomegranate will just, whatever power you have, will just amplify it. Fateful Twist, Prometheus Stone, Eye of... Passive Slains have a 50% chance to drop health for 3 encounters. That's going to be great. Get a random item offered from the Well of Charon. I'll take
this one.
Take random health. Stay alive. Wall of Time Stop, are you familiar with the Hades at all?
We have an intruder.
Great. Here's where we die, probably. Oh, survive for 45 seconds. Alright, so it's not bad. We went through one of these last time. It wasn't terrible. I've only been playing this for about a day now. I do like it. It's fun. Really good production value as well. Like, I mean, it looks good. The voice acting is well done. There's a lot of it, right? Fucking get hit anyways. In theory, I should be killing dudes, though, because even though I can't just dodge them, I want them to drop health. So let's try to get something out of here.
Almost there. At least I'm picking up some coin.
Yep, I'm hey. I was thinking that with health, though.
Well, that's better.
I don't know if they gave me the health or not, but okay. Now what? Locked. They're both locked. Alright, now what? Ah, over here. there's two of them there. That's Daedalus's hammer, and then I guess it'd be Ares and something else. So I guess we could try a twofer here. I don't know what it would be. Interesting. Hi. Oh, okay, so Bacchus or Ares. Bacchus, I guess.
Hey, now that is something, yeah.
Your special inflicts hangover. We already have gain when you pick up and receive one now. You take less damage when you're below 40 health. That sounds great. So even though this is nice, we're fucking hawking grenades here left and right.
It seems unwise of you to thus dismiss my offering. Suffer then.
Ah, so now we gotta fight.
Kill me, Ares. Let's give him a show then.
Alright. Try and stay healthy here. Zip around. Thanks, Ares. So you get both?
That is fully paid, and we are squared away. Though, think you twice next time before you cross me.
Alright, so you get both, but you have to deal with it. Heroic. Your cast sends a blade riff hurling ahead. Will replace Trippy Shot. I get that that's heroic, but we don't want that. Trippy Shot, we got so much of that. I feel like that's a bad idea right now. Even though there's a heroic power. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to assume that I know what I'm doing here. Which might be a dangerous-ass assumption. But here we go. Because the cast we have right now is doing a lot. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting for us.
Charon's shop.
Charon, what's up, buddy?
Got to say, you are a sight for sore eyes there, Charon. So, looks like you're selling. Is that it? Brilliant.
We'll take the Nyx. When in doubt, random Nyx. I like that's what I also like about these games. It's like a slow progress. All right, so we're gonna probably lose here. But when we do, we'll have like a little bit more power when we come back. It feels good. Like, so everything is always productive, even if you know, die and lose. It's not the end of the world, right? All right. So I was trying to keep this centered around her, dealing with her ass, right? Fuck. Missed both bombs. Avoid the traps. Wait till she dashes. Same thing happened last time where all the imperviouses came up. I don't know what she's impervious to other than, you know, me. Whatever I'm getting into, she doesn't have to deal with, as best I can tell. No. Will not. Can't stop, won't stop. This is the battle plan. Shit.
Scratch.
Wait till she stops and we'll hit her with the grenades. Otherwise, just keep moving. Keep moving. Like it's fucking Mario Kart. We're just gonna do laps. And now it's a bullet hell. Come on. God damn it. Of course she moves. Oh. So we have one Death Defiance in us still. So we'll come back with a little bit more health. Hey, Murphy! Get on in there. I was wrong. We could do it. A little bit of health. We gain whatever this is. Titan blood. Well, the Furies weren't the Titans, though. I don't think that... video game, right? But I don't think the Furies and the Titans were related. We go up a level. Hey, we're getting better. So can we maybe heal from here? We heal a little. What is this? Sell what?
Can wash away my boons.
Oh, you can offload for coins. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm good, thanks. Life Essence, 26 health right now. Sure. Sure. Let's get a little healing. What else is going around here? This is like Daedalus's area, I would assume. Like, or are we near the labyrinth? Mr. Central, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. How are you today? How was yesterday? How was work?
Other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
Yes, yes, we do.
Please. Never gone this far.
That's true. Can confirm. So we beat the first Fury, Meg. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't want that for you. I prefer it if you were not sick.
Somewhere.
Asphodel. I take that for my herpes. I don't have herpes, but asphodel does sound like something you would take for
The
herpes.
once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame.
Scintillating flame.
By the river Phlegethon, whose delicious superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
The delivery on that.
Resistant, not flame proof.
Okay, and so. Ooh. Phlegethon! I feel like you're on drowsy medication. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've actually been there relatively recently myself, and that's no fun. So I guess we're just supposed to like dash across. Is that right? Dashing is what they're gonna want us to do here. We got like an altar here, or all right. What do you want me to do? Lava hot. Confirmed. Lava as hot. Video game accurate hot lava. Lock. These are both. Oh, these are both locked. Wait, so I just be. Oh, fuck. All right. Hold on.
Burn flingers.
What? How do I get over there then? Okay. Hi. Hi. Fuck you. Alright, we live now? We did it?
Mine.
Broken. Alright, now what? Now we... Okay, those are a ways out. So, Hermes or Poseidon? Hermes? Poseidon. I'm gonna go Poseidon. We already got some Hermes on. We already got our Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. Slam dancers? Is it the 80s? Santa Claus, the man, the myth, the slam dancer. Oh, I want to see that commercial now from MTV. That was great. The man, the myth, the slam dancer. Did he just drop a phi? Because I like a good phi. I don't get enough phis anymore. Phi! Magma kill! Positive outlook does not sound like me. There you go. Get fucked. Goddamn, how strong are Dionysus is level 3. Yeah, we're just fucking... We're out here slinging. We are slinging them. I sometimes forget that I even have a sword. But that's the only reason I beat Meg. Right? Is I just was fucking like... Blap blap. If only I had more of them, I only got the 2. Well, this seems like... This bodes well, right? Magma kill! Magma kill! Magma. Oh. Keep waiting for him to huck it. I'm trying to stay out of the way out of it. That thing that just happened right there is what I wanted to avoid. Magma kill!
Nothing left here. Good for the health.
Not even health left. Alright, let's see here. Athena or Poseidon? Poseidon is the more difficult path, right? Based on that little skull. But I don't know that Athena is going to give us anything that's going to help keep us alive. So, let's go the hard route. Like, you know, we don't play video games afraid. We don't play them stupid, but we do not play video games afraid.
It's the barge of death.
Athena is so good. Well, shit. Well, now I know. I'll wait a little bit longer next time. We ain't dead. No one's dead yet. Her dash shield makes you super safe. Alright, I'll bear that in mind. I mean, the Barge of Death was probably going to be the end of us, right? But we're going to give it a good show. Let's go, Barge of Death. Let's go. Oh, that was the Barge of Death. We did die. I will. All right, your dash. Okay, epic. We'll take the epic dash. Poseidon's call. You're impervious for 1.5 seconds. 1.2 seconds. Your attack and special are stronger for the first 10 seconds. I guess the dash power, because we don't have anything associated with our dash. I mean, that makes sense to me. The call. We don't have any call. So, I'm thinking Tidal Dash. I'm going to wait for Mr. Essential to correct me if I'm wrong. I think Tidal Dash makes sense, right? And it's not just because it's epic, because I've left shit behind that was heroic. Yep, alright. Here we go. This should heal us, right? At least a little. I don't remember if, actually, did we take that power up? We might have. Alright.
Gorgons.
I'm like parallel. Oh, there you go. They did do the did that Gorgon thing to me. Ah, yes. They're doing that Gorgon thing to me. That's great. Hilarious, but annoying. Hilarious, but annoying. Fuck. The lava got me. All right. I feel okay about that run. That was a deep run for me. I got pretty far along. Pretty far along. Don't know that I have a ton to show for it.
Did everybody miss me?
I guess the Titan blood I have to show for it, right? But not a lot to actually show for it.
Oh, hey there, Dusa. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Snap.
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
The irony. The irony. Oh, the irony.
Some of these gems with the house contractor.
We will. We're looking for Achilles. Wasn't he over here to tell us more about the Titan blood?
What did I tell you, boy? Ever wasteful of your time and mine. How fares my underworld,
I don't know how you can stand it.
Well, at least some things are running smoothly still. Next you go to die again, do give the tortured souls out there my warm regards.
What button do I press for warm regards? Is it F? Do I press F to give pressing F to giving warm regards? All right. So they keep telling me these powers and they don't tell me how to use it. All right, we got more gems, but I don't think we have enough to do anything. The internal trove, right? Faded list of minor prophecies. I remember saying that we might want to do that. Chambers may contain urns with 5 obol. I think this, because since it's a special item, makes the fates prophecies come to pass. Unlocks an object that unlocks something. Jesus Christ, an object that unlocks something you could not do without. So I feel like this faded list of minor prophecies, that makes the most sense to me. That's part of what we were saving money towards. Even if this urn of wealth lesser costs more, I'm thinking this minor list of faded list of minor prophecies. I don't know. I can't read. Chambers may contain an infernal trove. Switch keepstakes between regions. I don't know. Maybe switching keepstakes doesn't sound bad either. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the faded list of minor prophecies. That is my decision.
This one then.
Yes, that's what I decided.
List of minor prophecies. That sounds somewhat exciting, I suppose.
I agree.
You requisitioned that useless bit of parchment.
Yes. Yes, I did. Doesn't look like there's other stuff that gets unlocked, so I guess there's no reason not to spend the remaining 10. And then we'll just go ahead and take this infernal trove while we're at it. Go ahead.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld to be a little livelier with this.
I like skipping stuff and
Listen to him, contractor.
when you like can like skip shit and like tech trees and stuff. I love doing that.
I have to ask you something.
I love skipping
Certain that my
and just
sister's-
grabbing later shit. Makes me feel like I'm smart.
What if she's gone?
Your mother yet lives. There can be no other explanation.
Right?
For if she did not, she would be with us. Here. She was a good woman. Stately. Kind. I wished to raise you as I thought she would have.
It's nice of you to say.
I think I turned out okay.
All right. Hey Meg, what's up?
The sun returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next week.
Oh, do I gotta fight her every time? Oh, well, that makes sense.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
I just want to find out what this Titan blood does. I'm excited for that. I feel like that's the first. Nothing we can get. I feel like that's the first sort of. It feels like a big item that we've come across. It's just where the fuck is Aeschylus, or where's Achilles?
Fated list. Pleasure doing business with you, Fates.
All right, distant relatives. Press 8 to claim. Oh shit!
Seems an interesting lot.
Great. There is no escape. The Son of God is somebody free from the realm he was born in. Okay, so like I guess eventually that's us. These are just unlocking like achievement type things. Chthonic. So make the rule within or okay. I guess that's just escape and get that. So we got 3 of the whatchamacallits, but we can transfer that to shit. Divine Strike, Divine Dash. So after if we use all of the different weapons, I guess we'll unlock that. When you unlock all the different ones, we get that. Stygian Blade. Breaching Slash. Cursed Slash. I guess that's like the combination of powers? Concentrated Volley. Chthonic Knowledge. Alright. Well, we at least got something out of it. Power up?
I can do anything.
Alright. 10 keys is a long way away. I feel like dumping all of my points into this boiling blood. I could save for another infernal soul, right? So we have 2 infernal souls. If I increase this, then that should be 240 damages, which is 80. But if I just get a third one of these, that's 90. So maybe just save it up to get 80 of these and just get a third infernal soul. I think that that's probably actually what we will do. At least until we get enough to do another Death Defiance. That's what I actually want. Where is Achilles?
For you, mate. Thought you might get a kick out of this.
For me, pal? Awful nice of you, just awful nice. But guess what? I got this for you. Tit for tat.
Tit for tat, as the case may be.
Cheers, mate.
Lucky Tooth! Monstrous Tooth? What's going to happen here?
Silly. You look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
I feel like I should be following that, but I am not.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know. There's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
Smart. Alright, so the Titan blood, okay, so it's because I cleared it with the weapon, so they want me to switch weapons is what I'm hearing.
That one looks interesting.
Where's the tooth? Here's the tooth. Automatically restore 50% of your height when your total is depleted. Once per escape attempt. I like that more than just a raw 38. Especially if we can get that rank up. Oh, we'll take that lucky tooth. Sweet. Where is Achilles? Or do we actually not have to bother to...
The Fates besides abetting Prince, perhaps believes it was through his own choice that he procured the fated list of minor prophecies. But it was preordained.
Oh,
Alright.
not this determinism thing again.
Is he just not here? Because I know they said to see him.
Achilles on break, I guess.
Alright, does it rotate? You come back and he'll be here some other time? And who else can we give stuff to? Radar.
How can I possibly accept such generosity, my child? Surely others whom you...
Nonsense, Nix. I want you to have it. You've always cared for me. I can't ever repay you for that.
Alright, so you can just keep dumping ambrosia into them? Like, is this like a dating simulator part of it? Like, what's going on here? Alright, let's at least get Hypnos, even though I don't think I'm going to use his power. We can't talk to him again? Alright. We can give one to Dad. We'll piss him off.
Hey, Father, maybe you know.
Where did you get this? You think you can butter me up with such trifles? Give me that, and then get out of here.
He took it! He didn't turn it away!
You're welcome, Father.
He's not going to gift us nothing?
Come forth. Who is next?
Alright. Alright, well, I guess back into it. That one key's not going to do us any good, right? We need 10 keys to unlock more powers here. And 4 and 5 keys to unlock more weapons. The 1 gem's not going to do anything. The Titan Blood, no one's around to explain it to me, and we don't want to spend our 71 nicks. So, I guess back after it. We'll switch weapons.
Let's go, Coronacht.
I don't know why, but I am. We'll switch weapons. Who you gonna romance? Spend the you spend it on the weapons. Oh. Well, I don't know that I'm ready to commit. I don't think I'm ready to commit to a romance partner or a weapon. I don't think I'm ready to commit to either of them, thank you. But of who we've run into thus far, there's not a lot you can there's not a lot of good choices you could romance, right? Because everyone's related. Yeah, you should be, but it's the problem with like Greek and Roman mythology is everyone's fucking related. Everyone's related. I'm trying to think, who am I? Medusa. Medusa. I don't think the Gorgons are related to the gods. Right? Like, there's who else? Nyx is, if not your mother, it would have to be like an aunt if I'm trying to chart it together right. I don't remember if the Fates were primordial and weren't part of the Pantheon. Dusa, Thanatos, and Meg are not related to you. Are the Fates... it's been so long. It's been so long. Part of me wants to skip the weapon and see what happens. Surely there's something. Point blank shock, your attack does 150 damage. Your attack does 200 to distant foes. All we have is distant foes. Hold attack to shoot rapidly. Hypnos. And this is where I get a little bit lost on it, right? Because I thought I always thought sleep and death were related. So Thanatos is death, right? So I don't know, but I guess yeah, the Dusa, right? Everyone else is a cousin or an uncle or a nephew. Like, I don't know what to do. So sniper shot 200. This sounds interesting. You can't power shot, but now we could just fucking enter into like speed shooting. So again, we'll grab this. That sounds fun.
That's it.
Right? Now we're playing fucking geometry war. Geometry. Now we're playing geometry wars. That's what I'm here to play. All geometry wars all of the time. These dudes are the ones that I'm worse with when it comes to the arrow. Oh, will he auto aim? Is there auto aiming? Oh, there is auto aiming.
Paperweight,
thank you for stopping by. Raiders, thank you for stopping by as well. We are playing Hades, and I am cheesing the game by apparently this shit will auto aim. So I'm trying to figure out how to really cheese it. But we just started this run. Last run was our deepest run. We were able to beat the first of the fates and make it to kind of like the second level. We picked up some Titan blood that I didn't know what to do with. We're thinking about maybe romancing this incorporeal, disembodied head of Medusa, because everyone else I'm fucking related to, because that's how the Greek pantheon worked. Paperweight, thank you for stopping by. How was your run, Paperweight? Tell me all about it. Leave nothing out. And if you want Paperweight, I can always... I'm going to do this here. Let's get this queued up. If you got a lot to say. I'm in the Discord stream chat if you want to hop in there and talk and not have to type. Up to you. It should still be wired up from last time. Bacchus or Athena? Mr. Central was saying Athena's dash protects us and is dope. So we'll see about getting into that. And we're just going to spam the shot. Boom. All right.
You've met your distant relatives by now. We don't all share the same demeanor nor see eye to eye. Though all of us, I think, wish you the best.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to say. All right. Oh, there's no problem. Okay, so we don't have the dash. Cast damages foes in an area and can deflect. Your attack is stronger and can deflect. Well, that's it. If we're gonna be spamming this one shot, let's fucking really push it all into this single item. Right? All of our powers are getting dumped into this X button. Fuck you. I would like some healing. Would be nice. Gemstones are eh. Ares and Ares power might be nice. Maybe we'll buff up our attacks, right?
Did you happen to know, my kin, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest? You have, for I am keeping count.
It's a little early to get to healing. I kind of would like to have seen this in like 1 or 2. But okay, your Caston's a blade. After Death's Defiance, deal more damage that encounter. So it's only 15% for the one encounter. Battle Rage. After slaying a foe, yeah, we'll just... 150 every time I kill someone. I will be killing dudes. That will happen. So that's the correct one to pick. Another key or coins for Charon key. We'll go with the key. We'll stick with the key. Spam the shot. Whoop. Still getting hit.
This can unlock a weapon back at home.
It could unlock a weapon back home. Receive 12 health. Gain 23 Nyx points. We do like the sound of that. And your cast does... Yeah, we'll take the... Because we are trying to unlock another power. Whichever it was. The one that's going to... allow us to throw more of these little cast things. I'm not currently using, but I am sort of semi-specializing in, I guess, kind of. Oh, they can outrange me. Now it's a problem. What is the purple thing on the ground? Divine Strike, your attack is stronger, it can deflect, slaying your foes. Oh, yes, right, we can keep on pushing these up. Yeah, more damage. Yeah, what is the purple thing on the floor? Descend for 22 health. Descend. Not ascend. The point of the game is we're trying to get out of hell. Why would we want to go down? That seems like a weird trade-off. Fuck. Life up. Bacchus or Dionysus or let's go ahead and go with Aphrodite or Venus, whatever she's. I can't remember what she's called in the game. All right, that should increase the damage we do to it. All right. Basically marking it. Yep, easy enough. Paperweight, thanks for stopping by. How are you today? Do I need to mute myself in the Discord, or you're just gonna mute the game itself? Ah.
Once you met us, you would stop at nothing.
It's a good point. Yeah. Live and direct. Yes. How was your daily? Tell me all about it. Leave nothing out. It's important you communicate it.
Heartbreak time.
Damned lost souls.
How did you fail your devil deal?
Deepest to Tartarus.
What do you mean you failed?
Fused together with the earth itself into odious forms which
Oh, you lost health.
They basically turn into
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Ah, sorry to hear that. But did you have fun otherwise? Did you know? Forgotten is one I have I think the greatest difficulty with. It's the. Well, I get hit in most games a lot, right? Like, so that's sort of almost the definition of a bad character for me is you can get hit once per room. That's it. It's like, well, shit. Who's the Forgotten? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did actually have... There was one daily not too long ago. I had to figure that out. It was alright. It was fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Ooh. Glad to hear it. I don't think I've ever had God milk, or Godhead's God milk. But soy milk does often seem like it winds up taking whatever you're doing and making it chaotic, and I like that. Oh. He just turns like into a blender walking around, like a Vitamix. That sounds pretty cool. No, so, yeah. I can give you the... Yeah. Oh, good for... Oh! vis-a-vis electronics. Smart man. I can give you the quick sort of rundown on it. Mr. Central, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all your help. It's a roguelike, right? So you're gonna die and then you start over again. There are certain powers that you pick up that are persistent, or there are powers that you can unlock that are persistent, and there's powers that you unlock that are just for this one run. There's a myriad of currencies. Like if you look in the bottom right corner of my screen, if I move around, with that's a 120. Those are coins for Charon, the Stygian Riverman will give you, his stuff tends to be just for this level, unless it's another currency. That little one that's some ambrosia that you can use to give to the gods and the demigods and the demiurges and whoever else is back kind of at the home base for like a romancing simulator, but they also give you items. No. I would, yes, I would call it a rogue light. Yes. Yes, it is a fair way of structuring. It is not a pure roguelike. Yes, it is not a pure roguelike where all you have to do is, it's, whether you play it the first time or the 10,000th time, you have the same chance of beating it, like, which is, narrow. Yes. Yes. Oh, shit. And I'll certainly say that for this one, there is a lot to be said for the stuff that you do unlock. It does make a major difference. It is a they're non-trivial. And in fact, in a lot. Oh, we're getting chewed to shit here.
That must be one of those infernal trolls.
Yes. It's yeah. There was something. Yeah, or like the, yeah, or I could see that being the case. No, yeah. So it might be a chance to loop back to gain more powers, but the only trick with it is that was relatively early. It was like it would be like a it'd be like an R key that you could only use on like the third floor, right? Like it's like in the third room. It's like you have to use it here and give up half your health. It's like. And a lot of times you'll have these bifurcated choices. The logos will indicate like the reward. This should just be a little bit of a health boost, even though it looks like a little bit like a Triton. It's not. The Triton is blue. That would be Poseidon, and he usually gives you like water-based weapons. This would just be a sack of coins. This should be either Charon is here, or we can get money for Charon. Trove Trial, restore up to 100. So if we clear this, then we'll heal up. I haven't done one of these before, but they did explain it, and we did just unlock this. I might die here, but we'll find out. Nope. We're down, but we're not out. We do have a permanent power that we've unlocked that if you die, you come back with half health. Right now, this bow and arrow I don't usually use. I usually use a sword. But I'm trying to move around here a little bit with the, and we'll heal up all the way, with the weapons, because using the different weapons, I guess you can unlock additional items with additional powers. But a lot of times the combat is like a light shot that's quick, and then you'll have a special that's like a heavy, you'll have a dash, and then you have something that's just called cast, which is like a general power. I have something added right now from like Aphrodite that's making a little bit of a wave, but sometimes you'll just throw that little red diamond at people. It does things, and I actually have some powers unlocked that if I tag someone with that, I do additional damage to them. So that's what I've been really focusing on, is kind of building that up. At the last run, we had Dionysus's power on it, and it would just kind of explode into like a drunken ball. And that's where I got the furthest I ever did, was just by hucking grenades at dudes the whole time. It's fun. Yeah. Yeah. This next... Yeah. I'll be here. Go for it. We'll get the max life up, because there's no point in us healing a little. We don't have enough for a Dionysus power. I don't know if I want to gift my last ambrosia to Charon. We already got his power up, so I don't know if there's a whole lot of point to it. But I'm guessing Meg is next, because we got this here, and I don't think we'll clear, because yeah, Meg's here. We barely cleared last time with a lot more power, so we're just sort of we'll just deal, right? We'll just sort of we'll cope. Oh. See, if we could just keep those in her, the fact that she drops them is what really is kind of fucking with us a little. But we've already used our Death Defied, so... I don't like our odds. Oh! Barely! Giddy, giddy! Barely, 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 barely. But not much health left. We don't have our Death Defied left.
The ancient blood.
Alright. We got 2 of the Titan Bloods. And we got 1 for the bow and 1... So, alright, so, hey, that's what we wanted to do. We set it out, we did it. If we die the next level, and we might... You know, we did what we wanted to do, which was clear that out. How much health are we going to get here? 20?
You're not permitted to leave, Tartarus.
Any chance we get some health from Charon? No, your cast deals 50 additional damage for 6 turns. Nah, we're good. Well, I guess we're going to die here, so we might as well. Omega has 2 sisters just... Oh! Right, well, the Furies, right? So the Furies and the Fates... Well, the Furies and the Fates were different. I would pick... Here's the thing. Like, if... Can I pick Cassiopeia or Calliope? Or are the Muses around? I'm sure the Muses, you know, by definition, they're probably fun. Right? Like, I would... Can I pick... Can I romance the Muses? That would be my ideal choice, if possible. Either Cassiopeia or Calliope.
The path from Tartarus is finally laid bare. Far above,
The heat from Phlegathon. Phlegathon? The Phlegathon. The Phlegathon. But yeah, this is tremendous fun. All right. So we cleared that. Again, I think I'm going to die here relatively quickly, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it's okay. Right? Asphodel. Welcome back. We just cleared the first... Enjoy. Good. We just cleared the, I guess, for lack of a better word, like the first boss, Meg, who's one of the Furies. I didn't think I was going to clear her. We have basically no health left over, but we cleared it. And now we're in Asphodel, which is kind of like your second level. I have not gotten very far in Asphodel. And with 35 health, I don't think we're going to get super far, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, as I walk into the fire, like an idiot. Like a total Muppet, if you will. Like a mug. I could have used that health. Bone Rakers. Somehow we didn't have to deal with the little explodey boys last time. Why was that? There's these like 2 guys that like that guy with the green. Early on in the first level, there's these guys who throw these fucking bombs around, and they're a pain in the ass. We're gonna go visit Hermes.
What's going on there, cuz? Can I call you cuz? Got something here for you. Should make your battles to the death end that much quicker.
All right. Cast in rapid succession. We have 2 of them. It is useful. Foes drop the thing faster than them. Your attack is faster. Attack faster.
That's the stuff.
Attack faster. Charon.
Let's get out of here.
So you can also romance the Olympians, Mr. Sensual. It certainly looks like, because I just had that option to give my ambrosia to Hermes. Or Hermes, whatever you want it to be. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Ironic. Really?
All set.
Every. And now it's all about the every being terrible. Really?
And so they have to like rush around and try and get everything in. And it's like I guess it's cheaper for them to just say sorry you weren't in rather than stand at the door for 20 seconds and see if you actually answer.
Which fundamentally, when it comes to package delivery, any type of delivery, that's the most important part. That last inch or two, everything else doesn't matter. I don't care. So. Yeah, if I ordered my DJ Shadow CD from halfway across the country, I don't care that you got it several thousand miles closer to me. I need it here. But yeah, it's every. I don't know if I remember hearing of them, but that does sound familiar as. Apparently, I still had something that would keep me alive one more shot. I forgot about that. So we actually did have a little bit more life in us. I have been having a lot of problems with this area. These dudes are really troublesome. Especially if this one, he has an additional armor on, right? In theory, I would want to tag him with those. And then we'll do more damage. But it's getting eyes on him is, they hop about.
Having played so much Isaac, you see these things like, oh yeah, I can see how that's similar to this Isaac item, and you see people do that.
Yeah.
I know, like I haven't played many of the, like Metroid or Castlevania games, so I don't have that's this item. Like when I played through Hollow Knight, other people who played it were like, oh, this is this from Castlevania.
It's the hook shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually noticed in this so far, there's been on more than one occasion, like, oh, that's like blah, blah, blah in Isaac. So, yeah. You probably would, I think you'd take to this like a duck to water. I think that it would be, I think it would be up your alley. And it actually is thoroughly enjoyable. There's not been really a whole lot of frustration. Like, I kind of get frustrated with Isaac a little. Pool of Purging, no. No, don't purge anything. I've been enjoying this thoroughly. Coins. No. We'll go to get the pomegranate. The pomegranate will let us level up an existing power that we have. And by the way, I apologize. I don't know if you were coming through on the stream initially, but you definitely are now that I've juggled. OBS, at least mine, seems very fickle about the Discord chat, and I don't know why. Like, sometimes I just have to relink it.
I think I struggled with it when we were playing Don't Starve the other day. I think I had to reconnect it. Like I had to change it to something else and then change it back before it recognized. Even though theoretically it was the same voice channel.
It's good we have something, but it is moderately frustrating. Like modern technology, it shouldn't be like this. You know what I mean? Pomegranate.
The power of the gods.
Attack and deflect, stronger attack, crush shot. Battle Rage. Stronger base attack. Stronger base attack.
Yeah, it would be nice if things just worked. You'd think that they have the expertise now to just make things just work. But apparently not.
Apparently not. Early days. It's probably like early 2000s or 2000. I'll say maybe 2004 onward. Was my first venture into the world of like Apple Macintosh. Right? Specifically when Windows 7 was coming out. And I was sort of reading about the Windows 7 and like what they were trying to do. They were doing some things from like a technology stance that I found questionable. That I'm like, that sounds like a bad idea. Like they were writing their own like IP stack from scratch, which you wouldn't really do. Like it's that sort of thing has evolved over decades for a reason. Like we're gonna start from scratch and write whenever. I'm like that's probably gonna be filled with like vulnerabilities and stuff. It's gonna be a bad idea. So like I wanted to hop off the Windows ecosystem. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll go get a MacBook. It was my first like real venture into OS X, OS 10, and that was the first thing I was really blown away with. Like everything just works, and it works exactly the way you want, and it was really really cool for a number of years. And now somehow Macintosh is, I don't know if it's post Steve Jobs, it's as broken as everything else. But that was I value that more than basically anything else. Is technology.
I know that's what really hooked a lot of people in.
Yeah.
Like my sister has been an iPhone user just ever since she first got one. Wouldn't have anything else. I think wouldn't because it's like, well, I don't have to relearn everything. Maybe reach that point in life where the idea of relearning how something works is more hassle than it's worth.
Is there something to be said for that? Yeah.
I don't like the idea of being tied into a single thing somehow.
I agree. This death barge. This will probably be the enemy.
Even if nothing is quite as sort of perfectly sort of doesn't interact quite as perfect, doesn't fit together quite as
interface,
perfectly.
yeah.
I mean, in theory, everything on Apple does.
It is nice when everything just sort of nicely sluices together, but you don't always get that.
I feel like you can get there's a weird, and this is like because I'm a particularly financially motivated person in general.
Right.
It's just, the strange attitude to me is that there are people who will get who will stick with iPhone and Apple products in general because they're expensive, and they'll buy things because they're expensive, even if you're only really paying for the name. I've never really been interested in displaying a brand just for that reason. If you say, well, I don't want to be locked into this, to say, oh, well, it's not the real reason. The reason is because you're poor, is what they'll argue. And well, maybe I am. That's not the reason.
It's a status symbol. I actually had something to slightly romance Artemis, goddess of the hunt. Even though, again, I think we're technically related. Mr. Sechel won't judge me for that. But I'm just trying to get more equipment from people. But it's a status symbol, right? For a lot of people, it's just like, I have the newest, I have the best, I have the most expensive, and that's it. There's maybe even some like carryover as for people my age, that there was a point in time where, like, let's say you wanted to go get a phone charger, or you wanted to go, oh, that's a cool looking phone case, or this is an accessory or whatever. Nothing would work with your phone unless you had an iPhone. If you had an iPhone, everything worked with it. You could plug it into your car or your stereo. Everything had that stupid big wide connector. And that sort of became like an easy thing of, hey, if I see something, I just want it to be able to work, and it would always work with the iPhone. They're downstairs somewhere, I don't use them anymore, but like I think it's like Art of Sound or whatever, whoever the hell makes it, light bulbs that are speakers, like fairly heavy duty speakers you can put in the light fixtures. And you can transmit music to it, but it came with a little stupid iPhone connector. And that's what it came with. They eventually made ones like, okay, we could plug in like a headphone jack, and I had to get one of those, but at least everyone sort of designed for it, and that was, I guess, the other reason why you might do that. Maybe. Why is my game locked up?
It does feel like it's less the case now, but everything was. It has iPhone compatibility. Whether you were connecting your phone to your car, whatever you were connecting it to, everything had iPhone compatibility by default, and you still had to plug a like a line-in cable.
It's still
if you wanted to use your if you want to listen to music on your on your Android phone.
It wasn't,
which obviously isn't the case anymore, but every Android device is that little bit different. I guess it's a little bit more difficult for them to be standardized.
Yes. The USB, I think USB-C and Bluetooth and USB-C have helped tremendously with that. Like that's now basically the way you interface with everything. I have like a little label printer here that I'll use for a myriad of things in life, but occasionally like making Japanese flashcards, and I don't want to try to write out the kanji or the katakana. It's just, my handwriting's bad, and it's easier just to print it out, but I don't want to print out a whole sheet of paper. I'll just print out this little sticky label. It's USB-C, and it's Bluetooth, and it just works with everything. It works with the iPad, it works with my Android phone, and there's no problems whatsoever. So I think that's maybe helped. But to your point that you were making that I got sidetracked from is, yeah, some people they want the biggest and the best. It's the most expensive, therefore it's the best one you can get. There's probably some safety in it. It's probably not going to be the worst thing you can buy, right? But it just might be a waste of money.
That's probably the case with an iPhone, but that also applies to, for example, the Cybertruck, right?
Yes. That's a
People will buy it just because it's expensive and it's Tesla or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's an extremely fair point. Well, there's at least you know, I haven't heard anyone say it in my professional life. I've seen it like on TV shows, but I've heard people reference it. There used to be a saying when you're involved in like technology that, you know, no one ever got fired picking IBM, right? Like you can pick the safe option, just pick the safe option, and then yeah, it might cost more money, or yeah, it might not be the best option, but you're going to be relatively safe in getting it. Do I try to get an Aphrodite power, or do I just heal up a little here? Like I can't have both. 40 health means a lot. Let's talk to Charon first.
You must have a lot of stops around these parts, don't you, Charon, mate? Most of the dead are here in Asphodel, correct?
Still have that resurrection, or was that a one-time thing?
It was a one-time thing. I actually had a second one that I semi-forgot about. So this could be literally anything, and I might not even need it, so we'll take health. I don't even know what this is here. One of our boons. Divine Strike got stronger, and I don't know which one Divine Strike was. We currently have the Lucky Tooth equipped. That's what it was. The Lucky Tooth brought us back to life. So we had one sort of automatic relive, because we had that as our default power, and the Lucky Tooth brought us back. All right. So Divine Strike is which one? Okay, attack is stronger and can deflect. That's exactly what we want.
This reminded me how I failed that devil deal on on the daily. I had Monstrous Tooth. Don't know if you're a fan of.
I made that joke when I got the Lucky Tooth. I'm like, oh, Monstrous Tooth. Yes.
Yeah, and I dropped him on. Maybe it was Gemini, or maybe it was Steven. It might have been Steven. Whoever it was. I dropped Monstro dropped onto it and like squeezed the little guy, the little twin.
Right.
And like shot him across the room, and it hit me, and emptied my bone heart, and then I lost the bone heart.
And that's all it took?
Yeah, that failed the devil deal.
Shame.
So it was Monstro like fired the boss at me. If I hadn't used Monstro, I probably would have made it through without getting hit.
This is the first time I've seen this Bone Hydra, by the way, so I have no idea what's happening here. But presumably it is bad for me to get involved here. So I'm guessing the main one seems to be impervious, so I guess we gotta kill these side ones. And now then we can kill the main one. But this is the first time I've seen any of this.
Yeah, it looks like it. Kill the head and the body will die.
Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Sort of see to a certain extent at least where, excuse me, where the Crypt Custodian guy got some of his ideas. And
yeah, I was actually thinking
sort of
something very similar.
Boss mechanic type ideas.
They were relative. I hate qualifying the word unique, but they were pretty unique. Even though I don't like. There we go. I've never been to. That's the first I've ever made, so I'm happy with the run. It's, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, the Crypt Custodian fights were pretty good.
I'll get that Hydra.
So that's what, when you die, you come back in the House of Hades, and then your family and members and friends are kicking around. Hypnos is usually here, right? The incarnation of sleep. We wanted to see Achilles on the last run, but he just wasn't here. So he's in theory going to tell us about the Titan blood that I got 2 of.
A relic of some sort out there. A globule of ancient blood which formed after I fought with Megara. Is this really the Titan's blood I found?
As far as I know, yes, lad, that it is. Though whose exactly, I'm not so sure.
Oceanus is my vote. It's Oceanus's.
Your weapons. They shall thirst for it and drink it up. Not yet, perhaps, but soon.
All right, Mr. Sensual did mention that you basically feed the blood.
I wasn't about to drink it.
You feed the blood to your weapons. We can go here and we can pet Cerberus, right?
Always have more pets for the greatest boy.
All right. And at the desk here, this is our dad, Hades, god of the underworld, Pluto, if you would, as well, right?
Look at your desk, Father.
Complaining about how messy his bedroom is.
Sentencing parchment work. Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command.
My My desk is far more organized.
There is a ton of story in this. I've been playing this for hours, and the dialogue has not stopped. It really hasn't repeated. Like,
Happy to oblige. I'll just ask the house contractor since you're too busy.
I feel like there's a whole Netflix miniseries of, like, story in here. And this is the contractor. When we pick up little gems, this is one of the currencies you can unlock. I have 11 of the currencies you can... Oh, Orpheus! We can free Orpheus once we get a gem. But yeah, you can unlock stuff. I haven't had any interest in switching keepsakes. The keepsakes are kind of like when you romance or you befriend or whatever a person in the game, they'll give you something like, hey, here you go. And it's kind of like a little buff. So that Lucky Tooth brought us back to life one time. Cerberus's collar gives us an additional however percentage life. Nyx, who is not our mother, but she's the incarnation of sleep, or of darkness, excuse me. And they were saying her mother, but we found out it's actually Persephone. Spoiler alerts. There's all kind of stuff going on. But you get all these different items.
Have yet another job for your distinguished team.
All right. And then over here...
Persephone.
Yep.
Where did I... I feel like maybe I was talking to my mum about something and she mentioned someone mispronouncing that. Maybe it was just another word that comes from a similar origin.
It might be. I could also...
You know how a whole generation of kids grew up mispronouncing Hermione until the films came out, the Harry Potter films.
Yes,
people thought it was Hermione until they learned it from the film.
It's like, oh, Hermione. Yeah, it's one of the things where I'm often the worst with like the pronunciations, especially like the stuff from like the mythology. I mostly saw it written down. I didn't hear anyone say it.
Yeah, this is the thing I've often, so if someone corrects you, you're like, well, if I've only ever read the word.
Yeah.
I don't know the origin of it. There's a character in a Terry Pratchett book called Anathema.
This is Medusa.
And I had never really heard the word anathema before. It wasn't a word that anyone had ever said to me. I'd only seen it written down. So it was like, so you make sense of it. So it's got Anna in it. So maybe given that it's a name in this
Anathema.
case, maybe her name's Anathema. Yeah.
But this is Medusa. I think she has a crush on us. It is just a head. This is who Mr. Sensual wants me to romance. I believe that's his primary choice. But yeah, the only tip I've come up with, or trick I've come up with, is for a lot of your classical languages is the semi-penultimate syllable. If you put the accent on that, you're probably right. Right? You're not always right, but you're probably right. Here are your persistent powers. Those little purple drops we pick up let you boost your sort of, these are your permanents. I have none of this shadow presence because I'm not worried that much about striking from behind. Chthonic Vitality, when you leave a room, you get a little bit of health back. Death Defiance, this is the thing, when you die, you come back. It's the most expensive one, but I'd like to get more of those. Greater Reflex lets you chain together the dashes a little bit more. I haven't been dashing a ton. I've been putting most of my points into these two. This is that cast, so its most basic form, you get this like red thing and you throw it at someone like a projectile, and it does some damage. But if you stack these inside of them, then this does additional damage. So now it's 30% for each of those additional stones that get into someone. So I just keep buying more of these rather than this, because if I, buy this, it should go up to 40. I have 2 of them. It should be an 80 bonus damage, right? If I buy a third one of these for 10 more, then it's 90. So now we have to start doing the other way. But that's where I've been concentrating a lot of my power in, is those little casting things, and then start attacking it, but mostly on bosses. You could also use the keys to unlock more powers, but I'm going to use the key to unlock a weapon here. Because apparently we have to. So I guess this little glaive, or this... We'll do the glaive. Or what is that? Spear?
Open up. Varatha, the eternal spear.
That's the spear. Varatha.
Oh, would you look at that?
You don't get to know what it is until you've unlocked it.
Nope.
That's a bit.
Boyo, I'm hate to take it, not to dish it out.
That's one of the first bits of dialogue that I've seen that's been duplicate. They usually don't duplicate dialogue. All right, so regular, and then you can charge for like a spin attack. All right. Okay, so it actually throws it, and you can kind of one of them.
You get hit on the way out and the way back by the looks.
Yeah, get both, and presumably if we line up enemies, I'm guessing it's so that's a pretty heavy piercing. But yeah, I've been using a lot of this sword. I just used this bow because I think you have to change the weapons up to get the different blood. And we just got this from Artemis, which...
So do you prefer like a melee weapon to a ranged?
Right this second, if I'm being completely honest, I'm so new at it that I think that even my initial impressions could often be wrong. The thing that I found most valuable is this thing. These little things of just hitting them with these with certain powers. And if he's still alive, then like coming up here and just you could kind of chew him apart with the melee. But some of the enemies are just so hard to kill or challenging to kill with the range. Like the little skulls that fly around. There's some auto aiming, but it is kind of hard. So it seems like it's a well balanced. I have liked this more, yes, but that's the furthest I've ever gone, and it was with the bow and arrow. So make of that what you will. What time is it? 8:09. I'll at least. I don't think I have enough time for another run here. Shit. No, I don't. I don't have enough time for another run. I gotta get ready to get to work.
Than I can see from here.
All right. But yeah, the point is to get all the way out of here. You want to get out through the Elysium fields, and in theory, find Persephone, who is your mother. Right? You want to go find your mother. But yeah, that's at least the point, as best I can tell. It's fun. I am enjoying the hell out of it, though. All right, let's
no
start.
Pun intended, right?
Yeah, pun absolutely intended.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start to wrap up.
All right, I'll jump out of chat so you can do your wrap up. I have to go and make some bread anyway.
Enjoy your bread.
I will certainly try.
All right,
Good
talking to you.
So yeah. All right, see you again.
Bye bye. We will we'll see if Gin or Taltube is around. We'll go ahead and we'll raid them. So we'll do our little traditional wrap up because ain't no tradition like a old tradition because an old tradition don't stop. I'd like to give the biggest possible shout out. Thank you, Paperweight. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting, spending time with us, spending talking to me. It's always a pleasure to have you around. Hope's Fate. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. I'm sorry that I missed your message, but I do see you on my list of people who are chatting. Mr. Sensual, as always, thank you for stopping by and chatting. And again, thank you for the game and thanks for putting me in the right direction for what a good game would be. Wall of Time Stop, thanks for stopping by as well. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Hopefully you're a little less sleepy. Although I do know that, we don't always control how sleepy we wind up being. Let's get back to Twitch and see if we can figure out who we're going to raid. But to everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys watching me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have watched something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have watched you could have watched a TV show. You could have watched the Japanese TV show Otokoman, which is Densha Otoko, which is one of my favorite Japanese dramas of all time. It's actually very funny. It's incredibly sweet. It's very heartwarming. It's based off of a true story. It's kind of old now, so it was kind of like the netiquette, sort of like a little bit internet heavy about internet as a novelty, chatting online as a novelty. But it's basically about a story about kind of a nerdy, sort of slumpy, everyman who runs into like a beautiful woman on a train and kind of saves her from being accosted. And then she winds up gifting him a very beautiful set of Hermes, right? Like Hermes, like the god, teacup. And then the relationship or romance that kind of blooms from that, with him having no idea how to interact with women and basically relying heavily on the internet for what does this mean? What do I do? What should I say? And all the different people who kind of help the two of them get together. It's beautiful. It's very lovely. It's very heartwarming. Densha Otoko. I don't know why I started saying Otoko man. Otoko is man. I didn't sleep great. Densha Otoko, but you didn't. You didn't watch Densha Otoko. You watched me play video games. I might not understand the reason you made the decision, but I appreciate you doing it nonetheless. To everyone else who wasn't watching, I'd like to thank you for not watching as well. I appreciate when people don't watch me because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's have a look here. Who is around? No Taltube? Taltube not on? Taltube's not on. Gin, is Ginnerbaum on? Ginnerbaum is not on. All right, we're going to pick someone random. Here we go. Someone who speaks English. Someone who is playing, well, I don't know if it necessarily has to be Hades. We could pick someone who's playing The Binding of Isaac as well. Someone who might appreciate Scallywag. We've been on Scallywag before. I guess we could stop by. He has a tag for send help, so we'll go ahead and go over there. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week, probably for more of the same. Peace out and deuces. See you later, guys.